you don't know how I feel about you, how much I care about you, then you don't know anything, okay? You're the only girl I ever think about.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 Kevin and Winnie moments in the Wonder Years.
They're packing up my stuff. My brother's stuff, too. They're putting his in storage. Together forever.
Like I said, something strange.
For this list, we'll be looking at the cutest, funniest, saddest, and most crucial moments from this coming-of-age romance. We'll be delving into spoilers from all 6 seasons. What's your favorite Kevin and Winnie moment? Let us know in the comments. Number 10. Winnie moves.
I'd been planning what to say for about 2 weeks. About life, about love.
So what'd you get in English?
Growing up, Winnie was always the girl across the street in Kevin's eyes. His perception is forever changed when Kevin learns that her family is moving. While they aren't leaving town altogether, 4 miles can still put a serious strain on a relationship, especially for 2 kids who can't drive.
So I'll probably see you around.
But somehow I knew I wouldn't.
What's worse, Winnie won't be attending the same school as Kevin next semester. While Kevin wishes to make the relationship work, Winnie feels it would be better to rip the Band-Aid off.
Winnie Cooper was leaving. Leaving her home, leaving her past.
The two rekindle their feelings after Winnie reclaims the ring that Kevin got for her, but this still marks the end of an era. Kevin must adapt to not having Winnie as a neighbor, altering their relationship and how he views the world. Number 9. Winnie gets sick. After his ex Becky spread some gossip, Kevin rushes to Winnie to do damage control.
Winnie, I don't know what Becky told you, but whatever it is, it's not true.
Are you saying Becky's a liar?
Well, no, but...
Because Becky's my friend, and I wouldn't want anybody to say anything bad about her if it weren't true.
He seemingly dodges a bullet when Winnie gets a stomach virus. Kevin sees this as an opportunity to get closer, taking care of Winnie every day after school. The jokes that Kevin made behind his classmates' backs soon come back to haunt him, however.
Suddenly, I felt really sick.
Karma rears its head again when Kevin falls ill, but he takes some solace in knowing that Winnie never learned the truth. Well, that's what he initially thinks. When Winnie shows up to return the favor, she reveals that the gossip did make it back to her.
Hi, I'm Kevin Arnold, and I'm really nice to people's faces, and then I cut them down behind their backs. Oh, were you sick? Here, I'll take care of you.
This leads to one of their funniest fights as Winnie gives Kevin a taste of his own medicine.
Oh, you have a fever, you're burning up. That's okay, I'll help you. Poor baby, now you're cold. Well, here's your blankie.
Number 8. Another fight, another kiss. Although we usually skip clip shows, the season 5 finale is an essential watch. The episode provides several highlights from Winnie and Kevin's romance, as well as some of Kevin's other relationships. While it's nice seeing these moments compiled, the ending solidifies the episode as more than a recap.
When you're 16, passions run high. A simple misunderstanding becomes a matter of life or death.
Spending the night 2 tables apart after a flirtation with a waitress, Kevin confronts an irritated Winnie.
Winnie,
You live from moment to moment.
Winnie, can't we at least talk about this?
There's nothing to talk about.
Winnie, stop.
Leave me alone, Kevin.
Kevin still has a lot to learn about love and life, but he knows that Winnie is the only girl he's ever cared about. This is all it takes for Winnie to forgive him with a kiss that brings back more memories.
Shut up.
Their relationship has been full of highs and lows, but this moment definitely falls under the former. Number 7. Bridge kiss. Kevin and Winnie officially start dating in season 3, but their relationship can still feel like a riddle with no answer. Invited to a makeout party, the couple becomes increasingly nervous when they're picked for 7 minutes in heaven.
You know the rules. Into the makeout room.
Winnie flees without a smooch, leaving Kevin to think that their relationship has ended before it even started. Matters take another unexpected turn when Winnie comes to Kevin's window that night. leading him to a bridge.
Please, please, please don't let this be one of those dreams where I can't get the window open.
Calling Kevin her boyfriend, Winnie reveals that she wanted to kiss him, just not under such uncomfortable circumstances. Finally alone, the two share a romantic moment that captures both the innocence and complexity of young love.
I guess maybe that's when I first realized that love was going to be much more complicated. And much more simple than I'd ever dreamed.
Sometimes, all of your questions can be answered with a simple kiss. Number 6. Holding the light on Winnie. Being the show's protagonist and narrator, Kevin is used to being the center of attention. When Winnie lands the lead role in a play, Kevin becomes just another member of the crew. Not taking the show very seriously, Kevin has an epiphany when he shines the spotlight on Winnie.
She looked beautiful and terrified. And I knew she needed me.
Aside from struggling to remember her lines, Winnie feels pressured knowing that her father is in the audience following her parents' separation.
And I felt something. I don't know what it was. I felt like I was holding her up with that light. That we were connected by the light.
By holding the light on Winnie, Kevin feels as if he's giving her the confidence to go on.
No matter what, I wouldn't let her fall.
Winnie delivers a powerful performance, moving Kevin to tears and her parents closer together. He may not be the star, but Kevin finds that he can make a difference even when working behind the scenes. Number 5. You Are Everything.
Kevin, do you have the hots for Inga?
After breaking up the previous season, Kevin and Winnie begin to find their way back to each other under unlikely circumstances.
Well, I just thought that maybe you could put in a good word for me. You can tell her what a nice guy I am and everything.
Kevin asks Winnie to introduce him to a girl named Inga, while Winnie asks Kevin to set her up with Matt. This blows up in their faces when they wind up on a double date. Instead of getting closer to their new love interests, old feelings resurface. After Inga and Matt click, Winnie and Kevin are left on the dance floor.
But as we danced, something strange started to happen.
Their frustration turns to affection, drawing them to the car for a talk. What ensues finds a perfect balance between romantic and awkward as the two kiss on the eyes.
So I leaned in closer and kissed her. Right on the eye.
Their aim is off, but they're back on the right path. Number 4. Their first kiss. From the first episode, the Wonder Years has always been about change. Entering junior high, Kevin starts to see Winnie as more than just a friend.
Hi, Kevin. Hi, Paul.
Winnie Cooper?
Gwendolyn. I don't want to be called Winnie anymore.
The two kids also start to see that the world isn't as innocent as they once thought when Winnie's brother dies in Vietnam. Overcome with grief and confusion, Kevin and Winnie find each other in the woods.
I'm sorry. About Brian.
As Kevin wraps Winnie in his jacket, the two share the first of many kisses.
It was the first kiss for both of us. We never really talked about it afterward.
It was the first kiss for actors Fred Savage and Danica McKellar as well. This ending sets an appropriate tone for the series. It doesn't shy away from harsh reality, but it also captures both the wonder of youth and the nostalgia we all get looking back. Number 3. Sharing a Valentine.
Paul told you?
He says you're crazy about me.
After telling Winnie that he knows that she's crazy about him, Kevin doesn't get the response that he expects. Does he ever? Kevin spends Valentine's Day trying to talk to Winnie, leading to a hilarious misunderstanding with Becky. Kevin survives Becky's wrath, but his heart is left more broken than ever. After a long day of mix-ups and mixed signals, Kevin outright tells Winnie how he feels.
It was time to tell this chick exactly what I thought of her.
I like you, Winnie.
He likes her, and to Kevin's delight, Winnie likes him too.
I like you.
Walking home together, the two take the first steps towards becoming a full-fledged couple. The sweet moment is capped off with Fred Savage's little brother Ben playing Cupid. We like to think that Corey Matthews is taking notes for his relationship with Topanga. Number 2. A bittersweet end. In the series finale, a feuding Kevin and Winnie seek shelter in a barn during a storm.
So, thanks to 30 billion kilowatts of unmetered electricity and about a ton of rain, we ended up sharing the same barn.
This tender moment is something of a goodbye for the couple, who know deep down that their lives are headed in different directions. At the same time, it might mark a first for them. Although it's left ambiguous if the two went all the way, it's made clear that Kevin and Winnie don't end up together. While this didn't please some fans, it remains faithful to the show's overarching theme.
Things never turn out exactly the way you planned.
The end of their romance signifies the end of the titular Wonder Years, but the separate journeys they take bring them both something special. Even when they part ways, Kevin and Winnie keep their childhood friendship alive.
And the thing is, after all these years, I still look back with wonder.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. I love you.
I just want to forget the past 3 years. What about me? You just don't understand. Well, what do you want me to say? Nothing.
Between breaking up and getting back together, a more conflicted than usual Winnie tells Kevin that she wants to just forget about the past 3 years. It takes an accident to put things into perspective. Hearing about the car crash, Kevin rushes to Winnie's house, waiting outside all day to see her.
Well, it's a broken leg and some cuts. She's gonna need some time to recover, but she'll be okay.
When her parents turn Kevin away, he eventually goes to her bedroom window. Locking eyes, the two mouth 3 words in arguably the show's most touching moment.
Like everyone else does.
It's also the moment that perhaps best sums up Kevin's relationship with Winnie. Complicated, yet simple, tear-jerking yet uplifting, and full of unexpected turns. They may not be destined for each other, but Kevin and Winnie will always hold a special place in one another's hearts.
And here we are, babe. What do you say?
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.